Welcome to the English tutorial of an effect-based essay. As you have studied the cause-based essay which deals with the reasons, in this tutorial we will focus on the results or consequences of some actions or phenomena. Our objectives for this lesson is to be able to identify the structure of an effect-based essay, compose an effect-based essay, organize an effect-based essay, and finally, use effect transition signals. As I have mentioned, effect-based essays deal with the results of certain things that happen. For example, if a cause of the coronavirus includes contacting people infected with the virus, the result or the effect is that the person may catch the virus and experience symptoms. So, it is just like a math equation. Just like 1 plus 1 equals 2. Contacting people with the virus equals you catching the virus. So the cause is contacting people, the effect is catching the virus. The most important thing to note is that in an effect-based essay, you are not giving your opinion. So don't use first-person pronouns like I, me, or my. Instead, you are informing the reader, so you have to be objective. The goal is giving information and not stating what we think about it. Moving on to the effect-based essay structure, do not start writing your essay without an outline. It will make it easier for you to move forward. In order to do that, you should brainstorm your ideas. After you brainstorm, you choose the ideas that work best in supporting your thesis. Then you can start writing your introduction. As you have learned, in the introduction, you should start with the hook. The hook can be an anecdote, a quotation, a question, or anything you like. And then you move to giving background information, and then finally you state your thesis statement. Remember, every thesis statement has keywords. These keywords will be used in your topic sentences later on. Moving on to the body paragraphs, your first topic sentence should be about the first keyword in the thesis statement. And your second topic sentence should be about the second keyword in the thesis statement. And finally, in your conclusion, you restate your thesis, and here you can add any final thought like a recommendation or advice. Now, we will dig deeper into the thesis statement. Your thesis for this kind of essay should state the effects or the results. Going back to the basics of writing a thesis statement, any thesis is composed of two parts, the topic and the effects. The topic is what I am talking about. The effects are the keywords. Of course, I said effects because we're dealing with an effect-based essay. If it's a cause-based essay, this would change into causes. So, for example, if my thesis statement is the spread of the coronavirus negatively affects education and the economy. Coronavirus is my topic. It's what my essay is talking about. And then my opinion about it is that it negatively affects it. Some other person may regard it as positive, but in my essay I will focus on the negative part. And then I used a signal word here, which is affects, which means results, and you should also insert similar signal words that tell the reader that you are talking about the results. And most importantly, these are my keywords. My first keyword is education, and my second keyword is economy. So, as a reader, I understand that the first topic sentence will deal with education for your first body paragraph, and the second topic sentence for your second body paragraph will deal with economy. Now, here are more examples of signal words that you can use in your thesis statement. You can either write results in, leads to, or affects. All of them have the same meaning. Now I will discuss another example of a thesis statement based on the topic of homeschooling, since it's a major phenomenon happening all over the world. So, before writing the thesis statement, I should look at my effects in order to gather my keywords. So my first effect is homeschooling gives more freedom in planning lessons. The second effect, it provides more personalized interaction. So now I want to write my thesis. First, I want to focus on the topic, which is homeschooling. So my first thesis can be homeschooling, which is the topic, leads to, as I said, you should mention a signal word, and then I inserted the first keyword, which is freedom in planning lessons, and the second keyword, having personalized interactions. Or I can say homeschooling topic results in signal word in having freedom in planning lessons, keyword, which I got from here, and personalized interactions, second keyword, which I got from here. So my topic sentence for body paragraph 1 will focus on freedom in planning lessons, and topic sentence for body paragraph 2 will focus on personalized interactions. So after writing the introduction with thesis statement, you should develop your essay body paragraphs. So remember, we mentioned that the topic sentence for paragraph 1 should be about freedom and planning curriculum. I support it with evidence, and the evidence can be facts, examples, statistics, or anything that supports my topic sentence. And body paragraph 2, the topic sentence should be about personalized interactions. I also support it with evidence. Now we will look at it in details. So this is my thesis statement again. This is my body paragraph 1, and this is the topic sentence. Homeschooling, this is the topic, and then the first keyword is here. I just inserted in my topic sentence, and I got it from the thesis statement. So if I want to support the idea of homeschooling as a way of having more freedom in planning lessons, freedom in planning lessons means flexibility. So, if a child is very smart, I can move faster with the curriculum. Or if the child is weak, I can move slower. Or if he or she is creative, I can insert more activities or arts into my curriculum. Now, body paragraph 2. Topic sentence. Another effect of homeschooling, and the topic is from the thesis, of course, is having more personalized interactions, which is the keyword found in the thesis. This is the second keyword. Now, if I want to support it, I can say family is the best foundation for social development, which means the more you have personalized interactions with your family and the more you spend time with the family, the more you get your morals and values from your family. And you can support it in any way you want based on a real life example or a quotation or experience or anything you can find that supports your topic sentence. Now, moving on to the conclusion. In the conclusion, you have 3 steps. Number 1, you should write your signal word. And the signal word can be in conclusion, finally, to sum up, in a nutshell, or anything you like. Number 2, you restate the thesis or you say it in different words in order to shed light on the important keywords. And number 3, you can either write a recommendation or a question that triggers new ideas or thoughts, or you can state what you think about the topic. Now I will give more examples of effect transition signals that strengthen your essay. The first one is as a result, and then therefore, thus, hence, consequently. So for example, his best friend left him. As a result, he became depressed. The cause is the best friend leaving. The effect is the boy becoming depressed. Sarah did not study, thus she failed. So the cause is her not studying, the effect is failing. You are not 18 yet, therefore you can't have a driving license. So the cause is you're not 18, the effect you can't have a driving license. It is very late, it's the cause, the effect is you should go to bed. My car broke down is the cause, consequently I was late to class, which is the effect. So you notice here If we substitute any of these effect transition signals into any other sentence, it would still have the same meaning. So for example, if I say, Sarah did not study, as a result, she failed, we will still have the same meaning. Or if I say, it is very late, thus you should go to bed, you still have the same meaning. We teach all of these different transitional signals just for the reason for variety. So you can choose any one you like. So now we will do this guided activity. So this essay is about the effects of living in a foreign country. Living in a foreign country means living in a country that you were not born into, the country that you were not raised into. So as you can see, the essay is divided into an introduction, two body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Now, before pausing the video and reading the entire essay, as you are reading, I want you to remember the type of introduction used. And I also want you to identify the thesis statement with the keywords and look for the topic sentences with the keywords and types of supporting detail used by the author. And finally, I want you to notice in the conclusion how the author used a signal word and how he restated the thesis statement and how he used one of the types of conclusions that we have studied. So now you can pause the video and read the entire essay. After reading the essay, we notice that this is the thesis statement. We have our first keyword, missing home, and our second keyword, being independent, and the topic is living in another country. So as you noticed here, we started with the keywords and not the topic, which is completely fine. And the introduction, the type of the introduction is opposite, because the writer started by saying that as a result of globalization, many people have the opportunity in living in a different country, which is a positive thing. Because in globalization, people move from one country to the other, they meet different people, so they want to travel more. But he then went and mentioned an opposite idea, which is missing home and being independent. So when you are in a different country, you might miss your home, and being independent can really affect you. Moving on to the first body paragraph, this is the topic sentence, and this is the first keyword which the author got from the thesis. And then he supported missing everything by giving examples, like on Sunday you watch TV alone, you miss facilities you have, like your car, your house, your bed, and so on. And in the second body paragraph, the keyword is being independent, which is gotten from here in the thesis statement. And the author also supported it by examples, since it is up to you and no one else to go to school, clean your room, wash your clothes, and organize your expenses, which means being independent means responsibility. This is how the author used supporting details in order to support the topic sentence. And finally, in the conclusion, the author started with the signal word to sum up. He restated the thesis. He kept the keywords, which are missing everything and being independent. And he just summarized the essay. So let's go back. These are the topic sentences. The keywords are missing home and being independent. And in the conclusion, the author summarized the essay. Now it is your turn to read this essay. As you are reading, think about the thesis statement, write a topic sentence for each body paragraphs, and restate the thesis statement and add it to the conclusion. Answer key. So the thesis statement, first we have our topic, which is social media platforms. We have the first keyword, affecting people's social skills. The second keyword, substituting real life experiences. We have topic sentence 1 with the first keyword, topic sentence 2 with the second keyword, and we summarized we restated the thesis statement. Thank you for listening.